or recorded this tutorial because I'm constantly getting asked like makeup tricks and tips about how I apply my makeup, and I wanted to start with something that was really easy and something that was like a super easy natural look that anyone could use. So I used a couple tools. I didn't go really heavy, even though I love crazy heavy makeup. I know that everybody doesn't have access to that, so I did something that some people could use for like an everyday look, or like an interview, or a little date day, you know, a little something, or whatever, or you know, guys just wake up and you guys just wake up and you're like, baby, I woke up looking like this. Yeah, no, okay. Anywho, so I used a couple things. I used my VHS Cosmetics kit. I actually used this color here as my blush. Yes, I believe in using everything for multiple purposes. I use these concealers from L'Oreal. Something just popped up on my screen. You are so rude. From L'Oreal in 2 colors, one lighter, one darker. You guys will see in the tutorial why. I use my Mary Kay primer, which is like my makeup crack, and I use it, can you see this? I use it for everything. I use my Hip Pigment Intensity eyeshadow, which you see that little gap missing in here. I also use it for everything. I use it for my eyebrows. I use it for eyeliner. I use it to contour my cheeks, my cheekbones, eyeliner, eyeshadow, and eyebrows. That's what I use it for. I use a couple brushes on here. My foundation, I don't use a primer brush. I use this for primer and foundation. My little blush brush. 2 sides, one to contour, 1, 2 for blush. And then these 2 brushes I use, they're really essentially the same brushes, like an eyeshadow or an eyebrow brush. But yeah, one I use for wet applications and the other one I use for dry. So I just kind of try to keep them separate. And, oh crap. My foundation, I normally use Mary Kay, which is the Bomb Diggity, but this True Match, True Color is so dope and it's so light. So I may be switching, I might be making a switch on the foundation side because it's cheap, it's easy to get, and it's flawless. So, you know, let me know what you guys think. Here's the video. Okay, I totally lied. I forgot one. I have this MAC makeup set. It's a 80 palette or something like that or whatever. But I'm also going to use this peach color here. I don't have a peach concealer, but if you know anything about concealers, and especially for different skin colors, they have like color concealers that are like yellow and peach and green, but they have certain different purposes. Long story short, the peach is to knock out the dark circles under my eyes so that you don't see it under my concealer, which still happens. So I'm just wetting my finger, and I'm going to just brush it across this peach. This peach I don't use for anything else. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Cool. I'll go put it under my eyeliner. And then I'm gonna blend it in. Like that. And you'll see like super fast that you won't see the dark under my eyes anymore. Okay. All right, other eye. And I just use my finger and until I feel like it's blended in and it's not caked into my pores and my wrinkles under my eyes, because I'm starting to get those. Ooh, this. Okay. I didn't put on concealer first. Not a big deal. I mean, I didn't put on primer first. Not a big deal, but I mean, well, yeah, I probably would normally put it on first, but I'm all thirsty doing this demo right now, so whatever. I'm going to take my darker shade of my concealer, and I am going to put it right on top of this peach, like that. That's too much. And then you see I had like right on my jawline for some reason. I always break out here. It drives me crazy. I'm gonna put it right on top of those marks. Now I'm not gonna wipe it in right away because I want it to dry a little bit so that the color stays and it doesn't get like wiped out and desaturated or anything. Okay, so this is the key for me. When I'm doing like a natural look, a lighter concealer is really good, or maybe you can use a lighter foundation. I'm gonna look in my mirror because it just really highlights the areas that you want to highlight without it being a lot of fuss, and it makes your eyebrows look really crisp, and it helps to contour whatever areas of your face that you want to contour. And I put mine here just to kind of contour my face totally. So now I got like this T-spot thing going on. So I got it under the eyebrows, over the eyebrows. I got the darker concealer under the eyes, and then along my my jawbone to kind of get rid of some of those marks on my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm just going to start at my cheeks, and with this foundation brush, I don't use a concealer brush. You can, I don't think it's necessary. I'm just going to blend in my foundation, my concealer on my cheeks. See how everything's going away? Yay, goodbye, blemishes. Sayonara. Alright, so this is a really cool part because you would think that this peach is going to show up under my eyes, and it's not. It's just going to look like there's no darkness under my eyes. Like, I probably have to show you the difference between using the peach and not using the peach, but it makes it such a big difference. I used to use the lighter color under the darker color, but then I would have that, like, my makeup stylist, okay, and I'm seeing that I missed a spot, or maybe I put the peach up too high, so I'm just gonna put that right on top of it on both eyes to make sure that they're even from a skin tone perspective. And once you finish doing it on under your eye, take that same makeup, the same concealer, and take it right on top of your lash. Okay? Like that. So now you kind of have like this neutral, natural skin tone thing going on your eyes without having to apply eyeshadow. So, and then here, you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna take it down. Look how awesome my eyebrows look, and I haven't even put on any makeup. And they look so like arched, right? And they are so not arched. They're all super scraggly. And so, see that? And do the same thing to the other eye. So now, this line of demarcation is what I'm going to call it. Right at the center, I'm going to blend it in both directions, just going out. And when I put on my foundation, you'll see that wherever I use concealer, I go around it but not on top of it, because especially because they're liquids, all you're going to do, can you see that kind of like where the light kind of hits it now, so it looks a little bit more contoured? Like seriously, what a big difference from how I first started, right? Okay. Bam. Alright, so I'm almost done. I know this is taking forever. I'm going to take my foundation and just put it around my face, right under my eyes, on the side of my nose, and on my forehead. And then I'm just going to use my foundation slash concealer brush to blend it out. And you don't really need a lot. And I just kind of use my fingertip as a gauge so that I don't go crazy cuckoo bananas with it. So basically I'm just taking it, and then once I get up to close to where, you see how I have my brush like this, at first it was like that and now it's like this. I feel like it gives it a more natural airbrush look when I'm trying to blend it into my concealer. So, here we go. Blend it in. And this is so much better than like using your hands or using a sponge, because especially with the primer, it literally sits right on top of your skin, opposed to sitting inside your pores, and it just looks so much more natural than had you done it the other way. And so, like I said, when I'm getting towards where the concealer is, because I wanted to blend right into those lines, like this is a little, you see how the light is like a little too light right there. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit more into it. Much better. And then make sure, now my face, flawless, and it doesn't look like I have on any makeup. It just looks like I have awesome skin. And I do, but not this freaking awesome. So you can stop here if you want. I'm gonna take it up a notch because I'm me and that's how I roll. And I'm just gonna add some eyeliner, a little bit of blush, and some lashes, and then I'll be right back.